So tonight, what is the topic, Sarah? Refresh us all.
The topic is CPTSD, symptoms and effects. So I'm going to just continue with what we did, where we stopped. So temporary or permanent difficulty adjusting and coping is another symptom. Time and practicing self-care symptoms can improve, or they can also get worse. They may last for months, years, or a lifetime, which can seriously interfere and inhibit your daily ability to function. And I will mute, and you guys can comment whatever you.
All right, can you just write? Yeah, okay, I was going to say, did anybody remember what was just now said? I couldn't hold it.
I'm horrible.
It weren't just me.
Do you ever write or use a journal?
I'd start writing it and then I'd start to lose it, or nevertheless, I'd end up writing down so much. There's no way I want to bloody read all that again, especially in my handwriting. I'd be like, do you know what I mean? If it's too much to take on, I wouldn't even want to read it. But I guess it would work as a way of expressing it out, maybe. No, I'd rather just talk about it to you guys.
So are we ready? Oh, who else wants to? Does anyone else want to respond to that or need it repeated?
Yeah, just repeat like enough of it for us to roll with.
Alrighty. So, these are other symptoms. Temporary or permanent difficulty adjusting and coping. And that could be with anything.
My girlfriend was away for a few weeks at her place, and I had to stay there to get some repairs done. And then when she came back, it was a massive adjustment for me. For my girlfriend, I've been with her 11 years, right? And she comes in and I've got to make this big adjustment because now I've got this other person around me, which is ridiculous. Even though I missed her, I still have to make this adjustment. It's like, oh no, you know, my space has been invaded. You know, like she'll stand next to me and I want to move away over here. It's like, what stupidness goes on. If I'm in the kitchen, I feel like everywhere I want to go, she's standing there, which is just stupid. So yeah, so problems adjusting, absolutely. Anything that's a change or different, yeah, I struggle with it. It takes me a while to get used to it, this new normal.
I have that too.
Yeah.
Especially at work, any noises. I work in a laundry room, and if the housekeepers come in, or my old boss used to come up behind me, I would just jump. Yeah. But I have one or two that'll hit my door when they come in, and it just makes me jump. I swear I'm going to come out of my skin.
I'm really jumping. I'm like that a lot with loads of things. Things really make me jump, man. And then I get wild, I get angry then, because I'm angry at myself for being such a wimp for jumping at everything. And then I'm like, running at the mouth, you know what I mean? But it's just at me, I'm angry at myself for being so jumpy, you know, because it stirs you up, it shakes you.
It's like years ago, I would have gone off on somebody, and now I'm just like, whatever. It's like when I'm not saying something is when you need to run. I tell my co-workers. I used to tell my old supervisor for housekeeping and my other housekeeper that I can serve with my mom and my sister. I said, hey, it's when I'm not saying something, Mary, Crystal, you better run. And they're like, oh, okay, thanks for the warning.
Yeah, you know, I want to blow me stack at her for making me jump, but I can't do that, obviously. It's not right, it's not fair to her, you know what I mean? So I just implode, you know? Oh, man. Yeah, I hate things making me jump, man. It freaks me out.
Everything. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Or what about does anybody else like struggle with isolation or shame or guilt? Those are also some.
I have so many different symptoms of PTSD and depression mixed in that, because I've dealt with stuff going on since I was 13 years old.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wow. That could do it.
Okay, PTSD comes through my body, my muscles, and every little thing. Yeah, I get that.
Do you get the pain when you don't get enough sleep as well? I get mine, well, obviously the stress, and I would love to hear from you at another time about techniques on how to relax those muscles, because I get them bad with bad headaches. Fibromyalgia will kick in if I don't sleep enough, and all my muscles tense and like convulse. I was just wondering.
Do you have restless leg syndrome at all?
I don't, no.
I do occasionally. What I was going to say to you and everyone else who's new here, the reason that our muscles hurt is because, believe it or not, muscles, nerves, and joints and all of those things hold trauma. So usually you have them where some traumas have occurred. Like, I've shared my story and I won't go into detail right now, but because of what I did for like 20 minutes, she was holding my neck down. So I have extreme neck pain, and there's actually a nerve that goes from the left side of your neck and your under, like your armpit, and all the way across diagonally down to your other shoulder. That's one muscle, believe it or not. And you can also have nerve pain. They're like pinched nerves. And my back also hurts. And my therapist was like, yeah, your back hurts because people have been on it all your life. So there's reasons why you have certain pain in certain areas. And there's also a book that we could cover called The Body Keeps the Score. And that's all about how your body is affected. And fibromyalgia is a condition that is brought on by another physical condition that you have. It doesn't come by itself.
Right.
I get a violent shooting pain in my shoulder, especially my right shoulder. And it's proper violent. I've been rolling around in the kitchen swearing at it before now. It drives you nuts. I don't know what to just have to try and get away from it. It feels like you've been attacked. But it's this violent shooting pain. It's just insane. Right in kind of outside my shoulder there. And it drives you nuts. But it's been a lot better for quite a while now. But you know what, believe it or not, I tell my shoulder I love it. So I love you, you're brilliant. I love you loads and all that. I was talking to somebody somewhere. I'm not trying to get preachy. I dare say a lot of you are not interested in anything to do with preaching, right? But I'm just telling you for this, for being a fact. It's that somebody once told me, oh, they healed people. They prayed for people to get healing. I said, what would you do about my shoulder then? She said, just praise God for your new shoulder. I went, all right. So I did that, and actually it helped. So it's between them two things. I'm either telling my shoulder it's great because it's brand new, and telling it I love it. And between it, and it's reduced it. I was getting it like on and off all day long since Christmas last year for quite a few months until, you know, I found these just ways of dealing with it. It's helped out a lot. So then I end up, if I'm in pain, I'll be lying in bed telling every part of my body I love it, all of it, you know, and looking at everything, internal organs, teeth, gums, nose, face, eyes, head to toe, and just tell everything that I love it, and somehow, or tell it to relax, and somehow it kind of helps for me. I don't know if it would work for anybody else, but yeah. Moving on. Next.
Did someone have something to say, or were you laughing, Stacy?
I was just laughing because I don't know. That's what I do when I get nervous.
That's okay. So the next part is, through time and practicing self-care, symptoms can improve, or symptoms can also get worse. They may last for months, years, or a lifetime, which can seriously interfere and inhibit your daily abilities to function. So, through time and practicing good self-care, your symptoms can improve, or they can also get worse. And it may last for months. Oh, go ahead. Someone was saying something.
I don't know. Mine have been a lifetime, so I don't know.
Mine as well.
Sarah, can you explain what self-care is? Because I don't know what that means.
I was going to
Okay,
say, what self-care would you recommend exactly?
What do you recommend for self-care for someone who just doesn't feel up to doing anything for themselves? Like,
Well, first of all, I experienced that big time. I often have a hard time with showering, and I don't know why, because I know I'm going to be cleaner, but at the same time, my bed looks a lot better than a shower.
and being cold and warm and me, you don't even want to know what my shower's involved with my red hair. So,
Oh, yeah.
I get you. Shower is definitely one.
Me, I make myself have a bath most days, right?
Right.
It straightens me out just a little bit, even, I don't know how, but it just does, as soon as I've washed my hair and had a shower, I just feel better. It's not long again before I'm sweating up and you see that shiny face in the light. It's not long before I've got a sweat and I'm greasy again, but nevertheless, it straightens me out for quite a few hours, But it's ridiculous. I can have a bath and then wake up the next day and within a couple of hours, I feel like I ain't had a bath for 3 weeks, But that's one of my self-care things is just making myself have a bath whenever I can, which is almost every day now.
Well, it can also be something like crafts, finding like a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
Can be a self-care, getting out of the house.
Yep.
It can be almost anything, calling somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Someone said hot baths with essential oils really help my muscles, and heating pads and 5 senses techniques helps. Yeah, we spoke about the 5 senses before, absolutely.
Diana was saying music, and I was saying that's very therapeutic, right?
Yeah.
Right.
That's my favorite.
You're in essential oils as well, isn't it, Sarah?
Yes, I said essential oils, yep.
Yeah, so one of our commenters.
I prefer lavender is my favorite scent, and it's known for calming. And some people like cinnamon. I mean, there's all different kinds, but whatever smell calms you down. Also, let's see, what else have we talked about here? Oh, the people
I like
that are
scented candles.
Yeah, I love scented candles. He says, yes, music does help. Yes. I would not be able to live in this world without music. I have very high sensory
Me too.
things from my bipolar. Everyone else who doesn't know, I have ultra radiant rapid cycling bipolar, which is the most severe. I don't have a choice in not taking medications. I have to take 28 pills a day. I have done that since 2014, but I'm stabilized, which is what matters. So it sucks, but sometimes there's simple things like having a bracelet on your arm. Like, okay, it's actually a suicide awareness bracelet, which apparently this is also the sexual assault and domestic violence color. But I got it through Aspire Gear, $10 in shipping, and it's like a Pandora bracelet. So when I get anxious, I fidget with this. I also might put a hairband around my wrist and flick that when I'm nervous, or rings, or necklaces.
Do you know what else helps with anxiety? And I think it's mostly anxiety, but my hypervigilance too is sour candy. Helps tremendously. And also a bag of ice, if you put it on your chest, that will get your nerves going, the vagus nerve or whatever. It'll get going and it'll calm down your anxiety. Yeah.
Heart on your chest. Ice on your chest, you said?
Yes, it activates the vagus nerve or whatever, and it slows it down so your anxiety levels simmers down.
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing, this does not work for everyone, but it does work for me, and it's something I did when I was hospitalized for 8 months. I like running my hands. I have a very high tolerance for heat. I don't know why. I take like really hot showers and really hot baths. But for me, running my hands under hot water and just rubbing them together, that helps me, but it doesn't work for everyone. And by the way, I will send you the link where I got this bracelet. It's called Aspire Gear. It's a mental health site. And I also have this ring. Can you see it? It's got butterflies on it.
Okay.
That's a suicide awareness ring. I have another one that's, I don't know what color. And I have another bracelet just like this that is green. And it only costs $10 for shipping, so they're pretty much free, and that's Pandora quality. So if you want the link, let me know. If anybody wants to know.
Yeah.
We have lots more topics and conversations about CPTSD. You can also find links to our Facebook support groups underneath every video on the channel. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and take care of your self-care.